All right, last time we started reading the book of Hansel and Gretel. We're reading the version that was written and illustrated by Rachel Isadora. And last time we started the story and Gretel actually came to read the beginning of the story. Now today we have another character, and that character is going to join us in just a minute. And that character is going to teach us another song from the opera, because we learned the song about the goose with no shoes that we just sang. Today we're going to go over another song from the opera that you can sing, and it's got movement. And another character from the opera is actually going to come to teach it to you and to read the next few pages of the story. Now, it's been a little while since we had music, so I just want to review what we read about last time, okay? So, Hansel and Gretel, they lived in a house in the woods with their dad and their stepmom, and they were very, very poor. And the stepmom wanted to send the kids away because they couldn't afford to eat anymore. She wanted to leave them out in the forest and not come back and get them. And the dad, he didn't want to, but he allowed himself to be convinced by the stepmother. And Hansel and Gretel, they got left in the forest 2 times. The first time, Hansel left some rocks on the path and they found their way back. The second time, he couldn't get any more rocks, so he used up the bread that they were given to eat, and the birds ate all the bread. So today we're going to find out what happens next in the story, and we're going to meet another character from the opera. Should I go get him? Okay, I'll be right back. Hi! Guess what? I also had a costume for Hansel. How cool is that? Now Hansel is Gretel's brother. And we are going to learn another song today, and this is a song that they sing together. Now, some of you may have already learned it before, but I know it's been a long time since we sang it. So I'm going to go over it in pieces, and I'll leave space for you to echo. With your foot you tap, tap, tap. With your hands you clap, clap, clap. Right foot first, left foot then. Round about and back again. With your head you nick, nick, nick. With your fingers you click, click, click. Right foot first, left foot then. Round about and back again. All right, now let's try the whole thing all together because I bet a lot of you already remember it. With your foot you tap, tap, tap. With your hands you clap, clap, clap. Right foot first, left foot then. Round about and back again. With your head you nick, nick, nick. With your fingers you click, click, click. Right foot first, left foot then. Round about and back again. Did you get it? All right, now I'm going to grab my chair because now it's my turn to read the next part of the story. All right, now let's see. Before I showed up here in my Hansel costume, we were talking about emotions. And Hansel and Gretel were lost in the woods. They were feeling, how do you think they were feeling? I'm going to make a face and I want to see if you can guess how they were feeling. Maybe they were a little scared. Maybe they were a little worried. Now, the songs that we learn from the opera, those aren't scared or worried, right? Those songs are happy. Yeah, those are happy songs. So those songs don't happen when the kids are lost in the forest. Those songs happen at the very beginning of the opera before they even know that they're going to have to go out into the forest at night. Then, when they go out into the forest, it's dark. And remember all those animals that we saw in the pictures? It looked like it was a pretty scary place. But it's just a story, right? So, now we're going to see what happens next. Here we have our Hansel and Gretel book with the awesome pictures. Now I'm going to read the last page that we finished with when I saw you before, just so that we can kind of refresh our memories as far as where we were in the story. First, look at that picture. Look at what's all there. The trees and the animals. Now, the children were left even deeper in the forest. Once again, they waited by a fire, but no one came to get them. As it grew darker, Gretel began to cry. Don't worry. The moonlight will find Now the children were left even deeper in the forest. Once again, they waited by a fire, but no one came to get them. As it grew darker, Gretel began to cry. Don't worry, the moonlight will shine on the pieces of bread, and we will find our way home, Hansel said. But when they looked for the bread, they realized it had been eaten by birds. Oh, look, there's a bird right there. He definitely looks like a culprit. Let's see what happens next. For 3 days, Hansel and Gretel tried to find their way out of the forest. They were terribly hungry when they came to a little house built entirely from bread, with a roof made of cake and windows made of sugar. They began to gobble down pieces of the house when they heard a voice calling from inside. Nibble, nibble, mousey, who's nibbling at my housey? What was that? Hansel and Gretel, the first time they heard it, they just decided they didn't hear anything because they were so hungry. They just kept eating. And there was candy and cake and cookies all over the outside of the house, and it tasted so good. They just couldn't help it. And nibble, nibble, mousey, who's nibbling at my housey? Oh no. Okay, so I think the story might be a little too scary for Hansel to keep reading. I think we might need to let Miss Shawn read the rest of it. Because I have a feeling something not good is about to happen. So, I'm gonna go and you can finish the story with Miss Shawn next time. Okay? Bye. Oh no, I'm so sorry. It looks like our friend Hansel got too scared and had to run away. So we're gonna have to wait and finish the story next time. And I guess I'm just gonna have to have somebody else read it. Maybe it'll be another character from the story. Maybe it'll it'll just be Miss Shawn finishing up the story. But I guess Hansel is not in any condition to keep reading, because this is the part where the story does get a little bit scary. So I want you to think about, if you know the story already, what happens next? And if you're not sure what happens next, maybe you can make a prediction. And maybe, Roxanne, do you know what happens next in this story? You don't, do you? No. But next time, we're going to do some more singing, and we're going to learn more about the opera of Hansel and Gretel. Have a great day.